Hey, what's up? Way too fast for you?
Yeah. Got way too fast for you? Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I think everyone wanted the AtGames Pinball cheaper. So, I mean, they had to separate the features out of the machine. That was a way to make it cheaper. You know, that's why they did that.
Been hands to the grass guy is legit with his pinball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hope third party.
I mean, I would like everything for free. I mean, but I mean, you want it cheaper. That was a way to get it cheaper.
I'd like to see more people start using a general loader. On the pinball. You got one group that started to for the.
Yeah, it's still not publicly available. The standalone, the VPX standalone.
No.
And they reduced the price of the 4KP when they took away those features and separated them out. That was part of the reason why they did it, to get the price lower, because that's what people wanted.
Yeah, there's only a couple things you can do to get the price cheaper. Take the SSF kit
right
out.
Now, they're not even showing us what can be done. So I mean,
take the topper off.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only so many things they can do, and I know some people complain about them taking away the advanced features, but there's only a couple of ways you can make it a little cheaper.
Yeah. I mean, I would love for them to make it free, but then again, that devalues the people that bought their machines at a higher price. So I mean, either way, I mean, it would be good if they would, but I mean, we'll see what they do for 2025. I can understand both sides, of this debate. I can understand both sides, but
just trying to find ways to make it cheaper.
Yeah,
you can take the speakers out too, make it cheaper, and sell a kit. The speaker kit.
Well, in some ways, they almost already did, Team McCluskey, because once you experience with the SSF,
yeah, true,
you almost feel like they did take the speakers out of it, because the SSF experience is such a higher level. Like once you play with the SSF, you're like, it's worth the extra money. I mean, it's 100% worth. That's an upgrade that's worth doing. Once you go there, you can't go backwards and go back to it not having it. It's so much better. And it's really because like it's the whole entire table. It vibrates when the ball's moving around, and it feels more like a real pinball. I mean, nothing is 100% like playing real pinball, but the surround sound kit really enhances experience. It makes it feel a lot more like it's actually physically, there's a ball rolling on the table, right?
Right.
It's all those vibrations and sounds. And the first time I played it with the SSF, I was like, man, it's just like such a big improvement. Now the SSF is way better than it was from when I first put it in, because they've really fine-tuned it a lot.
Yeah, especially on the Zen tables, they even have tuned it in a lot more.
That's the thing, and I'm just going to put it out there. I mean, I have the Ruthless computer to run OTG, and I actually prefer playing the native tables now that they've got everything wired in and they got it firing on all cylinders. The shot accuracy is unparalleled. Like, I have the Ruthless computer to do the OTG, but it's kind of, I do love playing the Arcade Talk tournaments through OTG, but my favorite way to play those is just to play these native tables because they're getting so good. They just keep getting better and better, Team McCluskey.
Yeah, you get the full experience of the SSF kit with the native table.
Everything is dialed in, It's like, and you just turn it on and play. I mean, I don't have to boot up my computer and then go to OTG and then use my mouse to open up pinball effects. It's a bunch of extra steps.
Yes, I know. That's why I stopped doing it.
There's a beauty to simplicity. You just flick it on.
Turn it on.
Select that table you want,
Boom.
And you're off to the races and you're playing pinball. It's a beautiful thing,
Less than 30 seconds you're playing instead of have to set. That's why I quit doing OTG.
And at a reasonable price. And, we could say, $2,000 at the high end. That's a lot, but it's nothing compared to a real pinball. I mean, there are toppers that cost $1,000. So, I mean, it's like, it's not even in the ballpark of what a real pinball type cost wouldn't be involved with it, not to mention maintenance and stuff. Guys, if you play a real pinball, you're going to become a pinball tech, or you're going to have a broken pinball. That's just the way it is.
Sit there and look at it. not play
sit there and look at it, and
because you're afraid it's going to break.
Yeah, you have to be able to get your hands dirty and become a pinball tech if you're a pinball owner. That's just the way they are. I mean,
it's the way it is. Yeah.
You can see that. Like, I just went to a fantastic arcade, and it's actually run by the person that creates all the Stern displays when you go to these big shows. Oh.
Is that Elgato, man, messing with you again?
Quality.
We have to flip to that Sony.
I don't know. It just did it again. Is it back on? Am I back on?
Yep.
Freezing. Anyway.
I think you're good now.
But anyway. Yeah, I went to Captain Crazy's Paradise, which is a huge pinball location that's opened up. Pretty cool.
What's up, Retro Arcade Top Trooper? Up to stream. Yeah, that place looked pretty cool, man. They definitely have a lot of pinball. You could tell.
Oh man,
she works with Stern, because they got a lot of pinball machines in there. They had
them all. They had the Jaws Premium. They had them all, man. They had all the new John Wick, James Bond, and this Top Shape. It's the condition too, It's like you got to have the people that know how to keep them running perfect, and it's just the condition of the machines. Oh man. Chef's kiss, doesn't get better.
Yep.
Yeah. And I'm more of a fan of supporting places like that and playing real pinball on location. We have all that variety, and there's like a whole community based on it, because I think owning them is it's very expensive, to own real pinball machines.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I mean, how many they have there in that row, and it's like, just think of the cost of maintaining all those pinball machines.
Man, I can't imagine. But it is a great hobby, And you know what I was amazed at? T. McCloskey, more than anything, I was amazed how much better I was at playing pinball when I went to this pinball location. And the 4KP has sharpened me up. Like, I couldn't believe how well I was playing. It was unreal. So there is a lot of crossover because you get comfortable with like the dead flips. You get comfortable with, you just get a lot more comfortable playing pinball by playing a lot of virtual pinball, I think.
The rule sets, right? I mean,
the rule sets, and the nudging too. I mean, I nudge my machine, it does have the accelerometer.
Yep.
Where you can physically nudge it. And when you play there's no buttons to press when you play a real pinball machine that make the ball nudge,
Yeah.
So actually that does help you actually using the physical nudge instead of the buttons. I think it did. But man, I had a blast. I had so much fun.
Hey, what's up, Mark's Mental Arcade? What's up, Biggie D? Welcome to.
Hey, we got Biggie D here. He's got a great YouTube channel. Welcome to the chat. I'm wearing my hat's Biggie D. This is my hat I got from Biggie D.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's from his channel.
I couldn't quite read it. What's it say over there?
Arcade Gamers.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't quite read that.
Yeah, you get this on Biggie D's channel.
Nice.
I wear this all the time. I wear it like when I go on arcade tours. I wear it all the time. But I love it. It's good merch. Good merch, Biggie D.
I got merch. You got yours.
I see that. I ordered mine. It must be coming from the Pony Express. I ordered so long ago.
Hey, thanks, Ray, for the 5 memberships.
All right. 5 memberships.
Woo! Mitchell B got one. Sam's Arcade got one.
All right.
Sam. Con EL1 got one. And our Ichabod Crane got one.
What's up?
Ichabod Crane in there.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Thank you for the 5. Yeah, if anybody ever orders any stuff right now through mine, I use Spring, and they got hit by that Hurricane Helene.
Mm-hmm.
Was taking about 3 months to get your merchandise, but now it's down to 7 to 8 weeks. So it still takes a little while, but they got hit hard. Yeah, hard by that Hurricane.
They're trying to get back up on their feet.
Yeah. So I ordered something, I think it was for Doc Mario or somebody, and it took almost 3 months to get. But
yeah, well, they got it to you eventually.
Yep,
eventually it comes.
I just got Gregory. I sent Gregory a mug, and
I know. I saw he had the mug on his Facebook.
Yeah. That took about 7 weeks to get. So
okay, well,
you're getting there.
I'll keep waiting.
Keep waiting, sucker.
So let's get into the news.
What's up, Kayak? That's right. You see, Doc Mario, love my shirt.
There we go.
It was him. It took a while for you to get it, but find the game. Crazy, man, what hurricanes can do to people.
Yep.
What news we got, Popeye? What news we got?
What do you want to start with? We'll start with the big story.
Yeah, see if these.
Let's not make people wait. Let's just jump right into it.
There it is. Got a nice little Sea of Thieves in the background there.
Sea of Thieves came out.
So what's your impressions of Sea of Thieves?
My impression of it is this is the best Magic Pixel table they've made, period.
Get out of town. Ain't no better than Natural History 3.
It is better. I'm telling you. I love this table.
Who in the chat thinks this is better than Natural
I hear
History
people
3?
say they don't like it, and then they play it for like 5 hours straight. But I mean, if it's that addictive, it's obviously a great table.
See, it's not addictive to me. I like playing it. I like it. I don't love it.
I love it. I love it. I think I gave it, I can't remember. I think I gave it like a 9 maybe. But it is great.
I gave it a deserved. I gave it a 7.
I disagree with that. I mean, I would almost love to have the pinball machine themed to this table. That's how much I like it. It's
I love the look of the table.
You know, because the thing is, it just plays so good.
But there's issues with
the rule
it too.
set. The rule set's deep.
Yeah, it's deep.
The replay value is very high on it.
But my ball got stuck. The stupid damn pirate skeleton dude freaking grabbed my ball and he wouldn't let go. He wouldn't let go, Pop Brad.
Did he?
No, he would not let go.
Man, he's greedy with you, T. McCluskey.
I was trying to freaking smack it and everything, nudge it, and try to get the ball to pop out. I was having a great game too, and I had to turn the fucker off. I was mad. It's like, damn it, man.
Oh my goodness.
Why wouldn't you let go of my ball?
I don't know. I love it. I think it's a lot of strategy. Like when you're playing, you have to observe stuff. Like you have to watch for the skeleton to put his hand on the table on the rail. Yeah, that's when you launch it to that ramp.
No, you don't.
Everything about this table is strategy.
It freezes if he grabs the ball.
He doesn't. It never happened for me. I played it for hours.
It happened to me, man. Only one time, but
I played it for hours. T. McCluskey. I'm number 5 on the leaderboards.
I guarantee it'll happen.
Played it for hours. And this table has a very deep rule set. And once you start learning the rule set, it's fantastic. It's just like
I learned the rule set, and I still don't think it's fantastic. I like it.
I think it's great. I think it's one of the best Magic Pixel tables. It's up there. The only reason I gave it a 9 instead of a 10 is because I don't think it's as approachable. Like beginner people will play it and they'll enjoy it because the theming is fantastic. It has a full orchestral soundtrack. It plays music. You hear the waves. You hear the cannons shoot. Everything about it. There's so many fine things that build this table up to be great, in my opinion. But like the way the sound, and also I just like that. I like that it's harder. I think it makes it better.
Oh yeah, I don't mind it being hard because it's really not that hard once you learn it. But
yeah,
and you can't give it a 10 out of 10 either because there are issues with it.
Yeah, I'm not going to give it a 10 out of 10. I give it a solid 9 though. I think it's great. I think it's some of their best work. I mean, it's not Nature's Fury good, but it's very good. I think.
See, there you go. You proved my point.
History Pack 3 was a very high bar. There was some really good tables in there, but I would put this at a solid 9, and I'm going to tell you why. Because it's addictive too. Like so many people that have started playing it, they just keep playing it over and over and over and over and over, and that tells you it's addictive. If it's addictive, it's pulling them in, and I think it's very immersive. Like the sound, the music. Like I said, everything about it. You hear the waves, the call outs are good. I think it's great.
Yeah, I like the music. Don't really care for the shout outs because I mean, it sounds like they're using the same actor voices over and over. He just has a little pirate accent to him.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, there is, and the thing is, as much as you can play strategy, there's a certain element of randomness because you have the chess and the shark always messing with the ball. So like you can't play 100%. There's still, you got to adapt as you play. So it keeps you on your toes. But it's very generous with the ball saves. I think it's really balanced well because it's hard, but it's when you lose the ball quickly, it saves the ball for you and keeps you in the game.
Well, it must be nice. I don't give ball saves. Mine keeps draining all the time. How do you get all these ball saves?
I don't know. I just
Keeps
like it. I like it a
freaking.
lot. I mean, I would say it would, I'm reading Tomato Grass's thing. I do agree. The center post, it almost would have been better if it didn't have the center post. They just would have pushed the flippers in a little bit. And he's saying he doesn't like the barrels.
Yeah,
the barrels do add randomness to it, but in a lot of pinball games, they use things to make it randomized. Whether it's like when you play a whirlwind and it has, sometimes they'll use those things on the table that'll make the ball do random things to keep you on your toes. So,
yeah. So this is another reason you can't give it a 10 out of 10.
We only got 1 out of 3 tables. So, I mean, I can't give the pack that high, but as the individual table, I would say this table was very strong, in my opinion. That's my opinion. You can disagree with my opinion. It's perfectly fine. But as the number 5 player on the backboard right now, I can tell you, I love it. I think it's great. I think it's some of their best work that Magic Pixel's ever done. It's my opinion. See,
another reason why you can't give it a 10 out of 10, because you got 4 known issues, which one of them is the players may not be able to proceed past mode 7. Fate of the Morning Star, if all successful shots are not registered. See, that's it. When the second ball for Cannonball multi-ball is locked, the resulting announcement is cut off, which is no big deal. See, they only have that one happen to me with that stupid skeleton pirate dude stealing my ball. You want to give it back?
Yeah.
I wish it was recording when it happened, but. And then the other known issues, the DMD table description for see if these may not all fit on the screen when first installed, which is no big deal. What's the flipper latency? Latency is pretty good. It's not as good as Natural History Part 3, but the flipper latency is 51.00 milliseconds with an 8.34 millisecond standard deviation. And of course,
they're not hitting that. They're not hitting that 29 like on Natural History Pack 3.
Oh, I know. And the other 3 were what?
No 29. I mean, I'm just gonna say, I'm not giving it a 10 or anything. It's definitely, I didn't give it an S tier, but I think it is a solid 9, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because the rule set, it's a table. It's gonna take you a while to learn too. It's not.
It doesn't take that long.
I disagree. I think there's quite a bit to it. It has like 3 pages of rules. Team McCluskey, look at the rule set.
I did. I read it. I read the whole thing. I don't think it's that once you learn it, it's not that complicated. It really isn't. It's a long rule set.
Yeah, well, people don't even know how to get the Kraken. If you want the Kraken to appear, you just don't cash in your gold.
I got the Kraken my second game in.
Well, I heard people that were not getting the Kraken. I was like, all you got to do is you don't cash in your, when you read the rule set, there's a lot to the table. I'm just saying it has a lot of design elements.
I think you got to get what, 20 million in gold to get the Kraken to pop up.
I think it was 50 million, wasn't it? But I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's 20 or 50. I can't remember now. But yeah, it's one of those. But you got, like you said,
you just got to hold on to it. You can't cash it in. But I like it. I really like the multipliers. It goes up to 10x. If you get above 10x, you get extra ball. Team McCluskey.
And you get 5 million.
Just like Fishtails, this is a high strategy table. If you keep circling and you keep getting the multiplier, you want to get a big score. You want to get up to that 10x before you start really even playing. Because that's where you make the big points. That's one of the ways.
Yeah, you get multi-ball and 5 million every time after the 10K, just like Creature, You pass that multiplier, it's 5 million every time. Yeah. 5 million.
Well,
I'll tell you.
I almost wish they would have released this and just split it, where instead of having to buy the whole pack, you could just buy this table, then the other 2. Because really, you're still only seeing 1 out of the 3 tables.
Yeah, and I think Mad Dog said something, which this ain't right. I think 35 for 1 table is somewhat high. It's $35, but when the next 2 come out, Battletoads and Killer Instinct, you get those free. So it's 35. So you're
not really buying 1. It's like you're pre-ordering, kind of in a way.
Yeah. So you're getting 3 tables for 35 eventually.
I almost wish they just would have broke it out and had 2 separate things. Had this one, and then maybe it's done each one individually. I don't know.
As you can see in the statement right here, Killer Instinct and Battletoads tables will be added to this pack on February 20th at no additional charge. So there you go.
Yeah, so you're getting 3.
But the thing with
Ray Latorre said they did this before with the Dr. Seuss tables. I don't remember that, but they might have. Yeah, I think they did do that. Yeah, I think they did. They released one, then another 2 later. I do remember that.
Hey, what's up, MSU Rich? What's up, Mikey Yoon?
I don't know. I think I'm just glad I have this table to play. I think it's a really strong table overall in the lineup of what they have. I think it's pretty strong. Hopefully the next two, I mean, I can't wait to see Killer Instinct and Battletoads. But for this title, I think they did really well. I mean, it pulled me in. It really pulled me in. It sucked me in. Team McCloskey, when I first played it, I was cussing. That the first couple balls, I was cussing. Then I started to really study it, and the more I played it, the more I fell in love with it.
Well, I'll give you my opinions on this. The reason why I give it a 7 out of 10 is I'm kind of, it's a fun table. Like I said, I like the table. I like the music. I don't like the call outs on it. I don't mind the setup of the table. It's just, I don't know, it's just the gameplay. And I'm kind of getting tired of Magic Pixels. Same DMD scrolls, their little stars, their little balls, their little green and yellow. And
Team McCloskey, they did have some light animation in the backlash, though. There was light animation. There was improvement there.
There was improvement.
I do agree that the DMD should have done more. How cool would have been if they just could have put a couple little like cutscenes of the game when you did certain things. If they could have added some kind of video element. And also the other, I'm sorry, go ahead and then I'll talk, but I have some things I want to say about the DMD.
The things they could have done to this. The kickback, why couldn't it be a cannon that shoots the ball back into the field? Why can't the ball turn into a cannonball when you're having a battle with the other ships? Why can't the DMD have when you sink one of the battleships on the DMD, it shows the battleship sinking? I mean, it's just like they had such opportunities to do something really cool.
Yeah, I think the battleship sinking would have been great, especially because that is a challenge to get that done. That would have been cool. And the other thing is they should have the gold on the DMD, how much gold you have. Like, it would have been so easy just to put it like right beside your score, how much gold you have.
Yep.
That way you know if you're going to get to the Kraken mode, Yeah,
they could have put that on somewhere on the DMD for sure.
They always use like that spinning logo thing.
Yeah, it doesn't
they could have went off course. They should have went a little bit more with like some game clips. I hope like with the next ones, we get to see some animations from the game or something.
Yeah, because see, Thieves is a huge game. It's a huge game. They could have got clips from anywhere on there. Like the Biggie D said, DMD doesn't even go with the game at all. I know it's the same pattern as their other ones. With
the same pattern as Dr. Seuss. It's the same. It's the same for all of them. So I mean, they should have changed. They should have changed it up some. I agree.
It's like, dang, man, you got that beautiful DMD. Use it, man. Like, really use it. Get us immersed in the. Like you said, video clips, have us.
Like, where are the video clips? Like, I just played a bunch of real Stern pinball, and I'm not comparing this to Stern because I know that's a whole nother price range, but they have a lot of video clips in these modern games. When you hit certain things, they have all kind of videos play, and they could do some cool stuff like that. I think
I'm not saying go crazy with the video clips.
I don't need to go crazy, but
just, some.
Like you said, like when you finish that mode where you sink the ship. How cool would it have been if it was just like quickly put up a video of a ship sinking on that DMD?
And I imagine to see a Thieves game, I guarantee there's a bunch of clips out there with boats sinking because that's what you do.
It's all about it, right?
Yeah, it's and it's one of the things you do.
I did feel like they did a good job with the skeleton animations when he grabs the ball. I know you said you had a crash on you once. I didn't have that experience.
But he stole my ball, man. He wouldn't give it back.
He stole your ball and he didn't give it back.
He did. It's so funny. If ever it happens again, man, I'll have to whip my freaking.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm thoroughly addicted to this table. I must have played like 5 hours of this table by now. It's insane. Like, I've never been this pulled in right off the bat. I don't know what it is about it. I don't know how challenging it is, or I mean, I just don't know. I love it. I love it. I love the rule set. I love that the more you learn about it, the easier it gets. Like, you learn the tricks, like how to play better.
Yeah,
but I think it was rushed overall. How do you feel? Because it still has some bugs.
Well, yeah, and it definitely was rushed a little bit. I don't know. I just doesn't. To me, it doesn't flow that well for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't mind it being challenging because I've learned it now and I know what to do on most of the modes now, at least the ones I got to. But it just didn't pull me in. It's not one of those like like Nature's Fury. That one pulled me in. I love that one. And Egypt.
Yeah, the Nature's Fury is the only Magic Pixel natural history I give it S tier too. Yeah. That is a wonderful experience. That game with SSF is just it blows you away.
Yep.
But
like I said, even in my video, I said, I'm still on the fence because we still got 2 more tables to come out on this pack. So they could blow my socks off. You just never know. But yeah, I just wish they would do more with the DMD and tie all DMD clips into the game. These the colors, like that green and yellow. It's like, come on, dude, black and teal. How hard would it done to at least change up the color scheme on those little things they
I
have?
think about it, but the cannonball idea would have been cool too if the ball would change into a cannonball when you go into the naval battle modes. Yeah, then you would know you would instantly know you were in naval battle mode because the ball would be a cannonball instead of a regular ball. That would have been a cool game design element maybe.
And then the kickback, have it cannon pop up, and the kickback shoots the ball out of the cannon back onto the field somewhere. I mean, it's been something they could have did some really cool things.
They did a lot right though too. I mean, the sound design is excellent. Like, it really sounds really good.
I love the music they picked.
The more I play it, like at first you just kind of you have that orchestral soundtrack, but when you really start listening to it, man, there's the waves crashing, there's the cannon fire, like everything about it. It's very immersive. They did a fantastic job, I feel, with it, like the soundscape of the table while you're playing.
Yep.
I like the way the pirate kicks open the treasure chest too when he steals the ball.
I do like that. Yeah,
as long as it doesn't crash, Team Klosky. It never crashed for me.
It crashed for me already, man.
Yeah,
it's just weird.
I had one bug where like the ball, it went. Like there's the captive ball you hit.
Yeah,
I hit the captive ball, and somehow the ball actually went into where the captive ball is, and I had both balls in there.
Was your game over?
I could never get it to. No, I did. There's a reset ball feature that you can use.
Right. Yeah, there is. I did try that.
It did save it. It did save it, and I could still keep playing. But it was the craziest thing. You wouldn't even think that would be possible. Like, how did it do that? But
I did try the ball reset when it got stuck with the skeleton captain there, and it just it tried. It said doing it or whatever, and then it just failed.
I feel like they could probably patch this game and make it even better. I mean, hopefully they'll continue to work on it. And they can add a little more polish, And
just like that, I don't know. I mean, it's big thing for me is they would change up the DMD scheme. I mean, they use the same graphics on a DMD. It's like, man, come on. Like Doc Mario says, I swear, if that rainbow DMD shows up on Killer Instinct, somebody's getting a strongly worded letter. See, it's like everybody's getting tired of that. It doesn't go with the themes at all.
It doesn't go with the theme. I mean, but you could do it with they were doing it. Even Dr. Seuss does that, where it has the similar DMD with the swirls. They need to mix it up, Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you use the theme of the table on a DMD. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
Little clips.
I think they could have, because they had a lot of great artwork they had sent, to show us kind of some of the ideas they had. They could have definitely put more artwork into the DMD. I think the play field looks great though.
Yeah, I'm not.
Overall, it's a pretty good looking table. I mean, it looks good. It looks like it's in 4K. I mean, you don't have to ask if it's in 4K with a play field,
Yeah, it's definitely in 4K. Even release notes says 4K. They got the thing wrong. They got it backwards. But
yeah.
At first I was like, wait a second, this ain't 4K. It's only 2160. I'm like, oh shit, they got the things flipped around. Because it showed 2160 by 3840. It really should say.
What surprises me the first time I played it was like a lot of times on these virtual pinball games, like when you hit the treasure chest or the Megalodon, it stops the ball. It doesn't like go through it and give you the points, right?
Yep.
So that blocking that it does makes the game a lot more challenging, I think. Because it randomizes the gameplay somewhat, right? Because you never know where a treasure chest is going to pop up or when the Megalodon is going to come swim out and mess up your ball, So I mean, I feel like it has a certain tension because of that.
Yeah. Happy New Year, Mikey Yoon. Way Too Fast says Magic Pixel equals lower budget versus Zen equals premium. There you go. Yeah, I was hoping.
I don't agree with that, but
I was hoping Magic Pixel would learn some from Zen and kind of incorporate some of that stuff into their
Magic Pixel
table.
has some. What about Dr. Seuss? The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. That's to me is S tier. That's as good.
But the
as
DMD
good
still the same thing though. The stupid
but
DMD. You come
it
back.
doesn't
to that.
matter on that table. It's different. This is a themed IP. I mean, I think that's different with that.
Yeah, I do. But hey, thanks Chaotic for the $5 memberships.
I'm gonna stick with mine. I really do like this table. I'm gonna stick with a 9. Thank you, Chaotic.
Jason got one. David got one.
All right.
B Kirby got one. I don't know how to say that one. Got one. King Ed got one. Woo! Thank you, Chaotic.
So it looks like if we're just going by the feedback of our chat, the feedback is that the DMDs need work. So if the area to focus on to improve would be the DMD part of the table could use some work.
Yep.
Just looking at the comments. We have some good jokes in the chat. I don't know if you've been reading them, but
oh yeah, I have.
Yeah. Where do pirates like to go for fun? The arcade.
There it is. Yeah, a lot of people said missed opportunity. I agree with that. They could have did a little bit more. I know. I would just wish the flow was a little better on it, but overall, like I said, I like it. It's a 7 out of 10 for me.
Yeah,
it doesn't pull me in.
I'm gonna stick with my 9.
I would put Dr.
I do like that it uses a 2-ball multi-ball, just like Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Mm-hmm.
It sticks to a 2-ball multi-ball for both multi-balls. I do like that. I like that gameplay element that they put into it.
Yeah, the skeleton. Yeah, the skeleton one. I can't remember the other one. I got
the cannonball.
Yeah, the
cannonball. There's 2 different ones you can get.
The other one's a skeleton something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do like the 2-ball. The nice thing about the 2-ball, you can keep that one going longer than like the 3-ball, at least in my opinion. To me, it's a little easier to keep 2 going than 3.
Yeah, I do like it. I think there's a lot of design going into it. I think it could use a little more polishing, but the bones are there for a good table on this.
Yeah,
I've definitely got I'm definitely enjoying it though.
See what the other 2 tables are. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't want to be all negative on it because they did at least table wise. I ain't gonna say anything about DMD because they really didn't. Advanced.
Yeah, they kind of phoned home the DMD. I think a little
bit.
Like I agree. Like, why is there not game animation? Like, I want to see something cool from the game flash up there every once in a while. I mean, I think I got spoiled playing all the Sterns, because they have tons of movie clips and stuff on all those themed tables.
Even Zen does.
Jaws or 007 or John Wick or any of them. I mean, that seems to be like a modern pinball, a feature that they incorporate more.
Even does, even Zen has like little movie clips, like playing Empire Strikes Back for a tournament. I mean, look at the little clips they have.
Nothing huge. Nothing that's going to break the bank to get a clip of, right?
Yeah.
But they could put a little bit of that into it. I hope, especially with Killer Instinct, they need to have some animations from the game.
Get some purple animation going on in there.
Oh, dude, you're trying
purple
to trigger
swirls.
me now. You mentioned that purple. There's no purple on Killer Instinct, T. McCloskey. Don't even get me started on that.
And I'm happy too that Magic Pixel went back to a simpler playfield. I do like that. That's another.
I do love that.
Yeah.
If they could have lost the pin and pushed the flippers in instead of having that pin in the middle.
I hate that pin in the middle. The
problem with the pin is there's a huge gap there, so you have to rely upon it sometime to hit the pin and bounce to a flipper. But every once in a while, you count on it to hit the pin and it goes straight down the drain.
I know.
You're just like,
so many times.
I was sure. You're just like, you're playing and you're sure it's going to hit that pin and bounce, and it goes straight through. And you're just like, you start cussing, T. McCloskey. then for me, I have to play again. Then I mean, like I said, this game for me was something about it was super highly addictive. I don't know what it was, but
I don't know what it
this
was
game,
either.
it's
Wasn't
100%
there
pulled
for
me in.
me.
I don't know. I always like pirate. I like the pirate movies and the Pirates of the Caribbean, and maybe it's the theme. I don't know, but something in this game really sucked me in like no other.
Yeah, but, I used to play Sea of Thieves. Maybe that's the problem because it's like I expected
Yeah, I
more
never
of it.
played the game.
Yeah, it's a fun game. I played it. I was gonna start playing it after Ark Survival Evolved, so I played it for a little while because I was gonna start do videos and stuff on it, but I didn't end up doing it. But I played it for a while. It's a fun game, and I think I was hoping they'd incorporate more of the game into the to the field, to the pinball table, but they really didn't. They have a little bit of the
That's a
look.
shame. That's definitely a missed opportunity. If they didn't incorporate a lot of the game into it, they could have done more.
Yep.
But I feel like the music and stuff. There was a lot of stuff that pushes you into it as well. But they're gonna have to do better with Killer Instinct and Battletoads as far as theming like the video elements of the games and stuff.
Because now, I mean, Sea of Thieves, a lot of retro people have not played that, right?
Yeah, but everyone's played Killer Instinct.
Retro players have played, yep.
Yeah, if you're a retro gamer, you don't know what Battletoads is. I wonder if you play beat 'em ups. I mean,
even
like
Killer Instinct.
That's a classic.
I mean, people are going to be really upset if you don't do the IP justice. You know what I mean? Both of them. Better not see no purple in there for Pop Retro Killer Instinct. Off the bat,
he'll be triggered by the purple. But I will say this too about this table, though. It rewards you for being observant while you're playing more than any other table I've played. Like, literally, you have to wait for that pirate to put his hand on that rail, and you literally have to watch what's going on at all times.
Yeah, he'll steal that thing, too, and not give it back.
Yeah, that's right, man. He'll put it in that chest and crash on you.
I wish I would have videoed. I was just so mad at it. Freaking wouldn't give me the ball back. I was like fuming. It's like, give me the ball back, man. I'm having a good game.
Yeah. I mean, if I was to redo this table, now, if I'm not the designer, but if I was to redo it, here's how I would change it. Obviously, I would put some video clips on the DMD. I would have made the barrels, the treasure chests, where the ball runs through them and it gives you the bonus, whatever the treasure is. Yeah. It doesn't stop the flow. I would have left the shark in there so there's still some kind of wild element that's outside of your control. But I would have made the barrels where if you just runs through them, you get the points. Those have been the changes, and I would have got rid of the post, 100%. But
I don't know. I think they should have had a shark or something swim in all the time on the water area. It doesn't interfere with the game, but just kind of like having a shark or something swimming around.
Yeah, maybe if they put some fish in there. I mean, the shark is kind of cool because he is a randomizing element, and that. But maybe they could have put some other things, some tiny. Can you imagine if there were little fish swimming in there?
Yeah, it'd have been cool.
Like little fish randomly that were under the water that didn't affect gameplay other than visually.
Yep. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Have a shark every once in a while and have some of the ocean type like Nemo flipping around in there.
It's kind of tough. It came as a tough act to follow Natural History Pack 3 because there was several of those tables were really strong for Magic Pixel, I think, too.
Yeah. And it's just, I don't know. Magic Pixel's just got to up their DMD and even like the call outs, man. It's like they use the same actors over and over and over, and people are like, oh, we know that one. He was in this table. He was in Dr. Seuss.
No, it has the Kraken. The Kraken for 100% is in the game.
Yeah, you just see his tentacles. But it'd be nice if you seen him swimming around.
But you have to read the rule set to even understand how you get them to appear. You get them to appear by not cashing in your gold. Right. And when you have a surplus of gold, the Kraken just appears automatic. There's a 50% chance he'll appear if you have above a certain amount of gold. And then you have to, if you hit all of its like tentacles, then you get a bonus. I can't remember if it's 5 million or 10 million, but you get a bonus if you survive the Kraken. Not only do you get all your gold, you get more gold on top of that. So actually, I kind of like for the Kraken to appear. It's.
And the other thing I don't like is the timing. I mean, you got to do it so like the Kraken. You got to do it so fast, or he takes all your gold. Your time. You got 45 seconds.
Yeah,
hit all tentacles.
Yeah, there are lots of timed events. Like I said, it's a very deep rule set. the other thing too is you got to, before you even can do anything as far as battling the ships, you got to collect your crew. It's like if you don't know that and you're playing the game, you're never going to get to the ship battles because you don't know. You got to do, there are a lot of shots that you have to like. There are a lot of shots you have to actually hit in order. There's even shots you have to sequence in a certain order to get the points for the mode.
And there's what, 4 crew members you got to get?
Yeah, there's the 4 crew members you need to get.
Yep.
I mean, it's got a seriously deep rule set. So like the game to me, like that's probably what pulled me in too, because as I started to learn the rule set, I enjoyed the table more and more because I kind of was learning what to do, But that's why I dinged it a full point, because I feel like this table's not as approachable as something like Attack from Mars. You could put someone who knows nothing about pinball on that, and they're going to shoot for that saucer and probably blow up the saucer in their first game and have an amazing, incredible experience. This table, you almost have to learn the rule set to really even experience all the things it can do. So I feel like it's not as approachable as some of the other tables. We have some great tables on the 4KP,
Yeah, this is definitely not a kid's table. The kid just can't pop on here and play it. He'll get bored.
I think they would enjoy it. I don't think they would be able to get through all. They wouldn't see everything though.
No, and they'd probably get bored with it quickly because they don't have anybody to tell them about the rule sets. They're just going to get bored and say, I'm playing something. I'm playing the Grinch now.
Yeah. My Little Pony.
I know Tim York says the guy has a list, but I know which one he's talking about.
The Trolls. Trolls is a good. Trolls is a really fun kids table.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is definitely not one of them. Tim York says, I read the rule set and I got a headache. Yeah, the rule sets. Many pages, man. It's
like at least 3 pages long.
Yeah. Coro says, I never read the rule sets. I go in blind. This one here, you kind of have to read the rule set, though, to know what to do.
Dr. Mario's shocked. I didn't give it a 10. I gave it a 9. I didn't give it a 10. They have a manual. They have a manual with this is how involved it. Here's all the information.
It says $35. You get 3 games, 25 on HD. This thing here, coming soon. Oh, look at that Killer Instinct. Got some nice purple in the background.
Purple there.
Red.
Yeah,
a lot of purples.
They
took that off of the AOU 4K. That's the AOU 4K image. If anybody
Gregory has a good point. Gregory says it's more enjoyable learning them as you play.
Yeah. Hey, thanks, Angry. Became a member. Thanks, man.
Angry just became a member.
Nice, thanks, Angry. He's from my other channel, Team McCluskey channel. Long-time member over there and viewer. So thanks, Angry, for being a member over here. Thank you. Yeah, I just showed the table. That's what the table looks like. If some of you in the chat haven't played it yet or saw it, that's what the play field looks like. Try to get the whole thing on there. And there's the pirate that stole my ball right there. He had it right here in this hand right here. He wouldn't let go.
Oh my goodness, Team McCluskey.
He was saying it just like that. And then every once in a while, he would put it back on the table. You know how you hate. I was like, oh, he's gonna let go of it. Then he takes it back with him. I was like, damn. So his animation was still there. Going to the rail. He had the ball there. Then he took it back. He's like, psych, sucker. I'm not giving it back.
Oh my goodness.
I was so mad. I was having a good game, man. I was like almost 50 million on my first ball, dude.
Did you try the ball reset? You could. It wouldn't reset. Okay.
Nope, I did it like 4 or 5 times.
Frustrating.
I hit the nudge buttons, hoping it would bounce out. It would move. It's funny, it would move, but it would just wouldn't pop out. I even did it, nudged it when he put it back on the rail. I was like, oh man, maybe I could get it loose from there. Nope.
Did you notice that all the rails are ropes? I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the other thing I liked.
Yeah,
I mentioned that in my video. That I thought that was a cool element.
And it looks pretty good up close. I mean, it looked pretty detailed.
Oh yeah, it's definitely 4K.
They did a good job with the graphics, I thought.
Yeah, I don't mind the graphics. You get the little pirate ship down here too. It'd been kind of cool to put a pirate ship in the back here, background.
Yeah,
kind of like the same one that was on back glass. That'd been kind of neat.
Yeah.
All right. So here's where the rules. It doesn't really start yet. Here's your rule sets. Here's your rolls. So it starts on page 3.
Mm-hmm.
So you got the Merfolk and Return. You get the Outpost, Island modes, which is the Fortress Island and Treasure Island. Look at all the islands they have in here. The islands are.
What I'm saying, there's a lot to it. Like when you start looking at the rules, it's like, wow. I mean, they went for it.
Oh, here's some more islands. It's crazy. Fortress Island mode. See, this is where, like, the Fortress Island mode, you can get the 3, 4, or 5 million in gold.
Mm-hmm.
It's like different Treasure Island mode, kind of same thing. Here's your crew that we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's 4. The helm.
Yeah, see, to even engage in the naval battle, you have to get the crew first, and you have to get them in order.
Thanks, Tomato Grass. Oh,
was Mad
hey,
Dog.
Angry.
Who gave it?
Oh my gosh,
Angry gave 50. Wow.
We're gonna be here for a while.
We'll be here for a while.
Thanks, Angry. For the 50.
Wow.
Boom.
So
I appreciate that, Angry. Must be a dance the whole time. Can't sit there and dance the whole time. I'll be passing out somewhere.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Thank you. That's a lot of suckers.
That's a lot of suckers.
You can't turn that off, Team McCloskey, can you? We're locked in now.
If I turn it off now, just to continue to go until next time.
Yeah, if you want to torture us,
woo!
Awesome. Thank you, Angry. Wow.
That's what Angry does. Whoop, whoop. Happy New Year, Angry. You got to be just about there, right?
Tim York can dig it.
I can dig it, sickos.
Shotgun Sean says, someone donate 50 more suckers. Let's keep the suckers going. Ray Latoy says, that is awesome. I ain't angry. Hit the like button for Angry. Gregory. Carlo coming in with some suckers.
This is the sucker
Jason
show.
Alien says he's surrounded by suckers on this show. Tim York's digging it. Ray Troy says that's a lot of suckers. 50 more of these guys might have a heart attack. Man, it goes right over your face too, Team McCluskey.
I know. Woo!
Woo!
It's kind of off-centered. Was right over my face. It's kind of off-centered now, somehow.
A sucker is born every day. Better than doubloons.
There you go. That's over my face.
Oh, you moved it. Look at that.
Yeah, I moved it.
It's advanced. Sugar high incoming.
Hollywood Polo got one. Everybody's getting one, even if they're not watching.
Everyone's getting one.
Even if you're not watching.
Man, 50. Wow, that's incredible. I think that's it. That was a marathon.
That was a marathon.
Thank you.
Thanks, Angry. For there's 50. This is for you, man. So what page are we on?
I don't know. Well, once again, the naval battle, you have to hit them in order, the crew. So you got to gather the crew.
So you got to hit the left ramp and right lamps.
Left, then right, then left, then right to get all 4 crew members.
Helm, cannoneer, chef, and navigator.
I could tell you. Should I tell you a secret how I got my high score? It's on the back glass. Just then everyone can do my secret, and they'll be getting scores higher than mine. Basically, what you want to do is the first thing when I start playing, I spam I play it like I play fishtails. I keep bringing the ball all the way up to the top till I get the multiplier. It'll go all the way up to 10x. You just keep hitting those rollovers at the very top of the pinball table.
Yeah.
And then it'll take you a while, but eventually you'll hit 10x. Okay. Then you hit it one more time and you get an extra ball.
In 5 million, right?
Yeah, in 5. And then I start playing Team McCluskey because at that point,
that takes a while, man.
I know it does, but that's part of the challenge of the game, you know. It's part of the challenge.
Because you got to get into three of the lanes.
There's 3 lanes you got to light up each time. So you're gonna, but I think it doesn't go by one. It's like you get like 2x, then you get 4x, 8x, and then 10x. So what's that? 4 times doing it? 2x, 4x, 8x, 10x. Yes, 4 times you got to do it.
And here's the lanes we're talking about right here.
But it's a super easy shot to make. You can make it from either flipper too. So like you let the ball roll almost to the very end of the flipper, and it rolls right up on either side.
You got to do it 5 times. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It's 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it'll take you a while.
Then the next time you do it, you get an extra ball.
Yeah, which is nice.
And then immediately after that, after I get that, the next thing I go for is I gather the crew. I just focus on that shot of getting and you see go roll up to the table so we can see the table while I'm talking. Roll up. You see the blue lights in the middle of the table. Those are the crew members. So it'll actually light up and it'll tell you which side you have to shoot to. See the blue lights by the ramps? Right? Yeah. So you shoot on the left and the right, and it lights it up so you know where you have to shoot it. Then after you've gotten the crew, then you can start randomly getting the pirate ships to take out the naval battles. So I don't know. I like it. I think there's a lot of strategy, and I probably don't even have the best strategy. There's probably going to even be better strategies, but there's a lot of strategy to go on this table.
And then there's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 modes, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many modes have you gotten through so far?
I don't even know.
I've gotten through it.
I haven't gotten close to getting through all of them. I know that.
Yeah, I got to the 3rd one so far. So I got the first 2 done, and then I was on the 3rd one and all drained. It did that thing down here with the stupid little peg here. I thought I was going to bounce off of it and go to the left flipper, and it went right between the left.
I would have liked it if they would not have had the peg. I do like that it has only 3 flippers. That actually is a plus. That's a huge plus. I also like that it's not a ton of play fields. It's like a pretty much like you could see everything. But I feel like if they just would have moved the flippers in and not had the peg, I would have liked it even more.
Yeah, I would have liked that.
The problem with the peg is sometimes you have to rely on it because that's a pretty big gap and the ball's going to hit that spot. So if they could just brought the flippers in a little bit and not had the peg, I think I might have liked that. But I don't know.
Yeah. It's kind of cool though. It's a pirate on the peg.
Yeah, overall, maybe it's those trips to Disney and the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. Maybe I would just have a soft spot for pirates. I don't know, but I still like the table a lot. It's just really, I enjoy it when I play it.
No, the other cool effect would have been, when you hit the slingshots, they shoot at each other.
They do shoot at each other. That is pretty cool.
It'd be cool if like a little puff of smoke would pop out of their gun. It would be kind of cool to see a little smoke come out.
I wish he would have done something more with the Megalodon too. I know he's just a chaos agent. Like he just rolls around he goes across the ocean and moves into your ball. There's the Megalodon there in the corner. But it would have been cool if they would have had some kind of mode where he was more prominent, Well, it'd be cool if they did like they did like the Dinosaur Dynasty 2. Yeah, where they had some kind of giant like where he popped up out of the like maybe you saw the teeth from the bottom coming up or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we had the same thought, same time there.
Yeah,
Really cool. Had that big Megadon come up.
That would have been cool.
Mouth. Yeah, that would have been really cool. I'm kind of surprised they didn't, since they did on Dinosaur Dynasty 2.
So we did pretty strongly disagree. I definitely like this table a lot more than you did. I liked it a whole lot more than you did, but that's fine.
Yeah, it just didn't pull me in, man. Just not.
Yeah, it totally. This table really sucked me in. I don't know what it is about it that I love it so much, but I do love it.
I mean, I like it, but I don't love it. And I think too, it's just like, it's almost like it's same old with every Magic Pixel table. Not the setup, but this, like, the call out.
I feel like this one, the music and everything was a lot different on this one than no elevator music, T. McCluskey.
But you get the same guy in a shout out. It's like, kind of change it up a little bit, man. Give us some little clips on your
some video clips. Some video clips would be good.
Instead of the stupid ball rolling, spinning, and stars and green and yellow doesn't even go.
And just thinking about the table now, I put so much time into it. If they just would have made it where the treasure chest had just rolled over them, I mean, it wouldn't have been. Some people get frustrated because you can't control that. That's random, right?
Right.
It's a random element that you have no control over. But I don't know. I don't mind the shark so much as the treasure chests. Randomly, sometimes, because like you'll be playing a really good game and a treasure chest will randomly appear and cause you to lose the ball.
Damn, 6 pages on the rule set. 6-page rule set, guys.
I know, that's a strength though. That's why I like that. It's a lot of strategy with this many rules.
Wild Rose.
It just depends on what you like. If you like tables that it's going to take a while to learn how to play it, this is a table with a very deep rule set.
Is mode 7. If you don't hit all the things correctly, you can't get past mode 7. That's one of those known issues right now.
Huh. Well, I don't think I've gotten that far, so I don't have to worry about it yet.
In this mode, you must hit the top left eject hole 2 times in a hole beneath the center ramp 3 times. Each successful hit awards 5 million points. Completing the mode awards 40 million. So I guess if you don't do it in sequence, so you have to hit the 2 times first and then the 3 times on the that ramp, whatever. And I guess if you don't do it in that order, you can't get past mode 7. It's a glitch, though. I mean, it's a known issue.
That's tough. Hopefully they'll continue to work on this one and polish it even a bit more. I feel like they do add. I think they were on a timer to get this released though, because the tables have already been out.
Well, yeah, they were. I mean, we were supposed to get this back in November originally.
I know.
It kept getting pushed back, or maybe even October. It was got it. I know it's been delayed several times.
Gregory says that Godzilla from Stern has a 19-page rule set. I can believe that.
I can believe that.
This is only 6 pages. We're getting off easy.
It's
only, but compared to a lot of the other tables, it's fairly complex, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Does any other Magic Pixel have a 6-page rule set?
I don't know.
I've read some of them, and
most
of them are not very long. At least on the actual pinball machine. And that's the other thing too. Is like Magic. I understand Magic Pixel back on the HD version, why they had a kind of a generic DMD because you didn't have a dedicated one, but they're using the same images as they did on HD. There's like been no improvement on their DMD. It's like utilize the awesome DMD we got.
Yeah, we got a whole screen. I mean, certainly they could do
a great screen too, man. I mean, it's an awesome screen on that DMD. It's good quality. You can do a lot with it. But yeah,
Goofyfoot's leaving. Good. Thanks for watching, Goofyfoot. Have a good evening.
Have a great night, Goofyfoot. Yeah, I hear you on that one.
Gregory says Battle Deluxe would be an example of a Magic Pixel that has a long rule sheet as well.
All right. Let's check that one out. Is that one I've checked out? But yeah, instead of using those colors, on the DMD, like those rolling color or whatever, and they just put the little clips in there, little clips of the game. It'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Just take it to the next level.
Like there were certain, like when you sink the pirate ship, there should have been an animation, and it should tell you at all times how much gold you have, because you can't keep track of that. I can't, how can you can't keep track of that in your head,
Yeah, and the DMD is big
because
enough.
you need
where
a certain amount of
cool.
gold for the Kraken to appear, right? So
Oh,
it
man,
is
we had the same thing up there.
it's a gameplay element. Like, I actually like the Kraken appearing though. Like to me, that's
Yeah,
part of
that
the
is
fun.
neat.
I love it when he appears. Like I actually look forward to it. Like when I get it, like I'm not really frustrated by it. It's just like it's one of the cool things that the table does.
Well, yeah, and I think it's fairly easy to get those tentacles too.
Yeah, it's not a hard mode to get through, and then you get the bonus usually when you get through it, which makes it pretty cool to do.
Okay, here's the Kraken mode. Yeah, okay. Once you accumulate 15 million
15
gold,
gold is how much you need.
yeah, so it's
And
15.
there's a 50% chance that he appears.
Yeah, that hasn't been traded at the outpost. There's a 50% chance the Kraken will attack your ship, attempting to steal your gold. This starts the Kraken mode. Yeah, you got 45 seconds to hit all 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I feel like that mode is really well executed because like it's real satisfying to get through it, and it's not impossible to do. Like it is time, but they give you enough time that'll like a good amount of the time you're going to finish Kraken mode. I feel like that was well executed, that particular mode of the game. I feel like the skeleton mode multi-ball was well executed.
Skeleton
I do like it because it does make you literally have to observe the table because he only puts his hand on the rail randomly at certain times.
Right.
So you kind of have to keep like, it's like, you got to kind of watch him up there. And when that opportunity comes, you got to try to make that shot because it doesn't happen super frequently.
No.
But
did you know defeat the Kraken 3 times, you actually get an extra ball. So if you defeat the Kraken 3 times, you get an extra ball.
I think I've only had one game where I defeated the Kraken 3 times. Because you got to really hold on to the gold. A lot of times I accidentally crash in the gold. Yeah, if you hit that, there's that one shot you hit and it cashes in all your gold. So you got to make sure you don't hit that shot to have them keep appearing. And
then the other one's a cannonball multi-ball, which is 2 balls. Start the
so we gave him a lot of room for a lot of ideas to improve it, or maybe things to think about on the next tables that they develop. Right, we had some pretty good ideas. I feel like hopefully someone watches that and maybe they take a little constructive feedback. But overall, I do like the table. I mean, it's just like you said, when you think about all the things they could have done, there's probably a lot of things they could have added to it to even make it better.
It'd be nice if they incorporated Sea of Thieves more.
Yeah, like especially some video clips from the game, since it is a video game, Right. And it's going to be really important with Battletoads and with Killer Instinct, because Killer Instinct, I mean, it's a fighting game. You got to have, there better be some kind of fighting going on, right? I mean, there better be something related to the IP, But
yeah.
I was pleasantly excited and surprised to see the lighting effects on the back. That's one of the first things I noticed, Team McCloskey, is that had the lighting effects with the Sea of Thieves logo with the back glass.
Yep. Yeah, I like how they have sometimes it has just lights up the Sea of Thieves.
But even there, they could have took it to the next level. Team McCloskey, what if they would have had like a seagull randomly fly across in that top sky area on the back glass? If they just had an animation for just like a seagull or something, I think there's stuff they could still be doing to push it to the next level.
Zen too. I mean, that would be my thing for 2025.
Yeah,
give us some animation on the
back.
Zen
has no animation at all, but
it'd be nice to see some stuff on the back glass for Zen.
Well, lighting effects was an improvement. That is a plus,
and it's a great image too they have on there.
The sound on this table is really good. I really enjoy the sound. Some people say it sounds too low. It's just not as overpowering as like something like Battlestar Galactica.
I don't know. I thought the
sound was okay.
Well, yeah, me too. Yeah, I didn't see anything wrong with that. I get that thing turn on. I don't know if you guys see the lighting effect or not, but yeah, there's a lot of things they did right on it. But I was wish they incorporated the game a little bit more on it.
Yeah, Tim York has a good idea. Maybe they're limited on what they can do because it needs to work on the HD as well. we're not even thinking about that.
That's true, but you can get 2 different versions. I mean,
They can do 2 different versions. Yeah.
I mean, I know they probably don't want to hear that, but
They probably don't want to hear that, but I mean, there should be there should be a difference between the 4K and the HD.
exactly.
There should be a significant difference. It's a more expensive machine to run it on for sure. You know,
You can kind of see the lighting effect in the back behind me there.
Yeah, you're kind of investing more into it if you have the 4K.
Oh, a lot more, right?
You know,
800 paired to almost 2,000.
yeah,
You should get a little bit of extra.
You get the SSF kit and everything. You're up there.
Yeah. But it is a good point, though. That is a good point that Tim York made. But yeah, I'd like to see 2 different versions. I mean, it wouldn't be that big of a difference between the 2. Just a couple of different.
Yeah, Marine 50 says there was a difference of $10 between the packs. That is true.
Yeah, so we should get a little.
We should see a lot more going on for our $10 more.
You should get a little extra, I think.
A little extra.
Like the
Throw
DMD,
a little extra in there.
Like the DMD playing little movie clip or game clips.
All I want is to see all I want to do is see a ship sinking when I make that mode. That's super hard to do.
Exactly.
It's
right?
challenging to get the mode finished. I want to just a little short video clip or something. I mean,
would that be more satisfying? See the ship sink?
That's so sad. You know who knows how to do that? Stern executes that on almost all their pinballs. Whenever you pull off something cool, they have a quick little clip. Not enough to make you stop and lose your ball, but enough to make you notice that the theme is integrated into the table. You know.
Yep. And Zen does that well too, I think.
Yeah, they do it pretty well on some of the tables.
Yeah, like Chucky. I mean, they show
Chucky is really well done. Yeah.
Yep. Show little movie clips.
The thing has those quick little clips. They're not long enough to pull you out of the game, but they're there to kind of immerse you into the universe of the game, right?
Right.
But it's going to be especially important, I think, with Battletoads and Killer Instinct.
Because you're talking to people that retro gamers, man, have a lot of time and nostalgia for those 2.
Yeah, they do
games. And if you don't bring that nostalgia, they're not going to be pulled in. Sea of Thieves is a little bit different.
Michael Ramos says we need parrots. Where were the parrots? There were no parrots in the game.
I know they're not even flying around.
There should have been a talking parrot.
At least have them flying around. I mean, they had other birds flying around in their natural history packs, right?
Yeah.
You even have Dinosaur Dynasty, the first one. You have the what is it? The pterodon taking your ball, taking it up to another playfield, right? Having kind of cool incorporate something like that, a parrot or something.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to.
Welcome to the show. I had a legit new year. Thank you.
I don't know if I want a talking parrot because he'd probably get annoying after a while.
Yeah.
I'd rather just see him flying around.
Yeah.
Not talking. Probably want a cracker. They get cold quickly.
They've done a lot of flying birds and stuff that grab the ball and stuff. Like I'm thinking about like the Dinosaur Dynasty game, the first one with the pterodactyl.
Pterodon.
I mean, they could have done something,
I know. Yep. They could have easily done because they know how to do it, right? They've done it many a times.
Camera hates me.
I know. Sony likes you.
I know. I need to hook the Sony back up.
Yeah, see, that'd be cool too.
It's going in and out.
When you're in the battle mode, you see 2 battleships shooting at each other. And then once you sink it, it shows the ship sinking.
Yeah.
That'd be cool, man. That'd be cool.
That would have been cool.
See, missed opportunities, man. Missed opportunities.
Okay, so Sea of Thieves, pretty strong disagreement. I liked it a lot more than you. What's the next topic, Team McCluskey?
Go back up in my thing here. Yeah, because we're at an hour 25.
Yeah, we got to roll on.
Go over the calendar real quick for January. Not a lot going on in January, so we'll need to take a lot of time on this.
Yeah. What's the next games for Flipper Friends? That's what we need to know next.
Tomorrow is the next Flipper Friends for HD and 4K.
Friends starts again, so we're back into doing tournaments.
So for 4K we have Fishtails. What else we have? Pin Champ and what's Sea of Thieves? right? Fishtails, Sea of Thieves, and
Do
Pinball
we have
Champ,
Fishtails?
wasn't it? Yeah, well, I know it's Fishtails. Sure. Yeah, Fishtails, Sea of Thieves, and then Pinball Champ. They all start tomorrow at 6 p.m.
Okay. Awesome.
6 p.m.
I love
Eastern.
Fishtails. So we got Fishtails and Sea of Thieves in the same week.
Yep.
That is fantastic. Those are two great tables.
This can be a fun week. All
Be
starts
having a lot
tomorrow.
of fun.
That's AtGames 4K.
I love Fishtails.
Pinball 1. And then HD has Wipeout, World of Microbes, and Pinball Champ.
That's good. Good. Wipeout is a classic. It's a Gottlieb classic, man. That's a great table.
I'll definitely be getting on that one.
I like the World of Microbes a lot too. That was my second favorite. Right after Nature's Fury, I rated that number 2 out of the 4. That was my second favorite one.
Oh, did you?
Of the Natural History 3, yeah. So I put them in order by how much I liked them.
Yes, Ray. I think it is the original Pinball Champ. I don't see Deluxe on there or Retro, so it should be the original Pinball Champ.
I think, judging from you, you like the Dinosaur Dynasty 2 more, huh?
Then the 3.
How would you rank the 4 Natural History Pack 3 tables?
Well, I think the Natural History 3 Pinball Pack is the best pack Magic Pixel's done yet to date.
Yeah, it's the best pack for sure.
Of all tables.
Of all the table packs they've made, yeah, it's the best pack that they've done. I agree with that statement.
Yeah, because all 4 tables are good. You know, like the first one, there's always that one table is exoplanets that nobody really likes. There's some people like that one.
Some people liked it, but
yeah, I don't like it. But yeah, I think Natural History 3 is definitely my favorite pack.
Yeah,
Magic Pixel so far. But
I rated them as follows. I rated my favorite was Nature's Fury, and then the second for me was the Microbes. Third was the Dinosaur Dynasty 2, and fourth was Insect. How about for you? Well, how would you rate those 4 tables? Which one do you think was the best? There was really no bad ones in there.
No, there's no bad ones.
If you had to rate them from your favorite to if you had to rank them just based upon how much you like them, how would you rank them?
Mine was Nature Fury, Insect World, Dinosaur Dynasty 2, and then Microbes.
Okay, that's cool.
Microbes was my least favorite, but I like all 4. I mean,
I like all 4 as well. I
mean, there's slightly nudging each other, except for Natural's Fury is really my favorite one.
To me that's an S tier. That's one of the.
That's the one that pulled me in, man. Nature's Fury.
Man, once you play that's the magic, man. That table's fantastic.
I just like everything about it. The sound.
I do too. I love everything about it. I love it.
Sound effects, the music,
the lightning hitting the ball, all of it.
Yeah, it actually affects the ball too.
The weatherman narrating it, it's great.
See, he sounds a little different, I thought.
Do more of that. Magic.
Do more of that.
That's the good stuff. Yeah.
Only negative I had, do it a little bit different on the DMD. That's it.
Switch up the DMD. I mean, you look, they got their mileage out of it. Y'all used it long enough. You can't say you didn't get your mileage out of it. There's actually years. There's something called Team Cost. There's something called too much of a good thing, right? Yeah. They've used the same thing to such an extent that we're just kind of want something new, you know?
Yep. I want it themed to the table.
Yeah, theme it to the table, please.
That's all I ask.
I'm going to say, especially for these next rare tables, because if you're paying the money to get these great licenses on these IPs, like use the IP, you know, make it nostalgic to the IP, you know, as much as you possibly can.
I want to see Battletoads on a DMD.
I want to see some Battletoads and some. I want to see some Kilgore. I want to see some Spinal. You know, I want to see some of them characters animated. You know, not still images.
No, little clips from the game would be awesome for both of them. You know. Okay, that's history. Okay. So go back to this calendar. So there's really not a whole lot going on. We got Flipper Friends every week, every Friday it starts. We do have week 1 deals starting the 16th. That's that 50% off. Owners from used to be HD going to 4K. They get 50% off on all tables, right? Except for Zen. And maybe a couple other ones. And then I think like people like me and you, Pop Brad, I think we get 35% off that week.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I did notice that the firmware update is right before the week 1 deals, right?
And this probably has something to do with it.
Yeah, it's probably just going to activate the week 1 deals on everyone's
Yeah.
table. Everyone's like looking for these gigantic upgrades, but you know, I think if we see something, I'll be surprised. But I know they're going to have to do the firmware probably to push those week 1 deals out.
Yep. I'd
So
agree.
I think that's probably going to be a big part of that firmware update.
Yep. And then after, so that goes from the 16th to the 22nd, and then 23rd, they're going to have a little sale. I wouldn't expect a whole lot there because, you know, Winter Nod comes next month, February, or we'll see a better deal most likely. And then we get a new pack from Magic Pixel. Space Shuttle Deluxe comes on January 30th. New release.
Those will be cool. Those will be fun to play.
Yep.
The thing you can count on with those is, you know, that the games will have be in 4K. They won't have any lag, and those tables are just fun to play. I like a lot of the Magic Pixel tables, the Zaccaria tables.
Yeah, the Zaccaria ones. Yeah, they did a really good job on those. So I'm excited to see the Deluxe what they did with that.
Yeah. Hopefully they just don't throw a bunch of extra flippers all over the place and ramps where it's, you know, I think you can overdo it, you know.
Yeah. Like some of the Dr. Seuss ones, even that Natural History 2, they had some, you know, playfield on top of playfield.
Yeah.
So that's it for January. Not a whole lot going on there, but of course, next, you know, February is when all the action starts. Pop Brad, February 19th, it starts.
That's where it starts. We get the crawl. The Star Wars is going to come on. Dun, dun.
So Space Shuttle Deluxe kind of starts it off, right? January 30th. Kind of starts off the new tables coming. So that's kind of exciting.
I know. It's exciting. We're playing Star Wars right now this week for the Arcade Talk tournament. I've been playing it.
Empire Strikes Back.
It's been fun.
It's a fun table. I got to get on there. I've been on there a couple times. I know I'm pretty low on there. All right. I'm not even going to go over the HD calendar because it looks almost exactly the same. Did they get anything new? They get the pinball pack too, right? Yeah, they get the Space Shuttle Deluxe as well. Oh, that's right. Yeah. HD does get the
Magic Pixel tables, huh?
Is that the Sea of Thieves they get? New release. So I'm not sure if they just get the. Let's see what they get on.
We can't see it, T. McCluskey.
Yeah, well, I wasn't even going to show this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So January 23rd, the HD gets the Sea of Thieves.
Okay, so the 23rd, the HD will be getting Sea of Thieves.
Yeah. So they'll be caught up with us after that. And then it gets Space Shuttle Deluxe as well on the 30th. So yeah, pretty much the same except for the rare pack. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cover that. The calendar. Want to go ahead and do Carl Game of the Week?
Do the Game of the Week. It's time, T. McCluskey.
Almost. I was going to throw this out real quick. I forgot I had this.
Oh, yeah. We got to talk about the coupons, too.
Oh, yeah, that too. Just kind of go in with
Before we move to that, that's the AtGames news.
Okay, so this is season 1, week 11 and 12 winners from Flipper Friends, right?
Flipper Friends winners.
Got some people we know in here.
Oh, we do. Chat. You got Carl O.
Carl O got $50. AtGames eStore coupon. Thor KC got $10.
Awesome.
And then Ray Deer, he's been in here before.
Yeah.
He got a $50 AtGames eStore coupon.
Dave LB.
David LB down there.
Yeah.
So quite a few people we know on there.
Quite a few people.
Got some we're winners.
Good to see. They are truly random.
Yep. Congratulations, guys, who won those. Mm-hmm. I want to throw that out there. And since we're talking about this, like Pop Bread said, these AtGames eStore coupons can be used, right, to buy
for the rare. Yeah, I did.
For the rare pack, right? You can use it.
Yeah. And we got a proof. Go ahead and pull it up.
Okay, where's that? Okay, there it is.
And there you go. So you can use your gift codes for the if you won something, you can use it on the rare pinball pack.
They had this person here had a $25 e-store coupon, and you can see it dropped it from 35 down to 10. Total savings was 25. So it does work, and you see it went from 35 down to 10.
So you can use it on the rare pinball pack.
So that's nice to know.
That up.
I know there's some confusion out there that you want to be able to use it for the rare pack.
Yeah.
So you can, so pretty much you can use those coupons on everything, probably except for
Zen. Yeah.
Everything else,
that's still the same way.
Yeah. So clear that up. I know some people thought you couldn't. So there's the proof you can.
If not, you can contact them and they'll make sure it works.
There you go. Yep.
You just go to AtGames and you hit support and fill out a ticket, and they'll make sure it works. So I did ask AtGames that question.
So there you go. Let's see. Okay, now it's time, Pop Brad.
Now it's time for the game of the week. Let's get to it.
It's time for Carl Game of the Week.
What is the game of the week?
Game of the week is Crystal Castles
from Atari
Classic.
1983, right?
1983.
Pull it up here. Boom. There it is. Crystal Castles, 1983. That came out. Wow. Long time ago.
Let's check it out, T. McCloskey.
Check it out.
Hey there, arcade enthusiasts. Papa Brad here. Diving into the enchanted world of Crystal Castles, Atari's 1983 arcade gem. The game stands out for its unique gameplay and captivating history. Crystal Castles was the brainchild of Franz Lanzinger, a mathematician turned game developer who joined Atari in 1982. Initially tasked with creating a game similar to Asteroids, Lanzinger's experimentation with 3D backgrounds led to the birth of Crystal Castles. This was his first game development project, and it became a classic in arcade history. The game features Bentley Bear, originally named Braveheart Bear. Concerns about the cultural sensitivity prompted Atari's marketing team to rename him, leading to the company-wide contest that resulted in the name Bentley Bear.
Did not know that. I knew Bentley.
Navigates 16 unique mazes, collecting gems while evading a variety of enemies, including the wicked Berthilda the Witch. One of the game's standout features is its use of a
Hey, Michael Robinson.
controller, inspired by Lanzinger's appreciation for games like Centipede and Millipede. This choice allowed him for precise and fluid movement, enhancing the gameplay experience. Despite suggestions to switch to a joystick, Lanzinger insisted on a trackball, believing that it was integral to the game's design. Crystal Castles was way ahead of its time.
Yeah, trackball was good.
That allowed skilled players to skip levels, a concept that predated singular mechanics in games like Super Mario Bros. Additionally, it was among the earliest arcade games to offer a definitive ending, providing players with a sense of accomplishment upon completion. Another neat thing about Crystal Castles is it uses a lot of classical music. When you get that last gem, it plays the march from the Nutcracker.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of classical music throughout the game, and that adds to its charm. Another unique thing about Crystal Castles is its use of perspective. During the time this was made, the designer was fascinated with the works of M.C. Escher. M.C. Escher. So the actual design of the levels is very much like M.C. Escher artwork.
Look at that cabinet.
Beautiful cabinet.
Yep.
Another interesting thing about Bentley Bear is Atari doesn't really have a mascot, but Bentley Bear has kind of stood in as the unofficial Atari mascot. It's definitely Bentley Bear. Unofficially. We do have Bentley Bear. And of course, course, there's the cabinet design, which I always thought
Look
was
at that.
iconic. This is kind of an iconic
Beautiful cabinet.
80s, early 80s arcade. And every time I see one of these out in the wild when I'm at a retro arcade,
Gotta play it.
I play it a few times. Just something about it that I really like. It really puts you in that time period of the 1980s.
Look at that skeleton.
Do you have any
Look at Bentley Bear, man. He's getting them gems, T. McCloskey. Look at him
He's
go.
getting them.
Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. After its arcade release, Crystal Castles was ported to several home systems, including the Atari 2600.
Yep.
Let's check that out.
Check it out, man.
T. McCloskey, you could play. They got this right behind you.
I know.
Well, the home
You got this one. This is a stock game.
Its graphics and trackball precision, they introduced Bentley Bear's adventures to a broader audience.
Yeah, I don't think I had this one for the 2600.
Crystal Castles, the Atari arcade game, and the 2600 game.
Yeah, I didn't get this card till I've been collecting for a while. This is kind of a deeper cut.
Is the new Legends Ultimate available at the Sam's Club? Been thoroughly enjoying this multi-game.
Gotta get them gems.
Gotta get them, man.
And there I have it playing on original hardware. That's an original 2600 right beside it on all original hardware.
I gotta see if my 2600 still works.
Man, it looks better on the AtGames. Look how sharp it looks on the AtGames.
Lanzinger's journey
Looks way sharper.
yet impactful. Following a dispute over residuals from home conversions, he left the company. Although a sequel to Crystal Castle was conceptualized, it never came into fruition.
Didn't know that.
Lanzinger later developed a similar game, Gubble, in 1997, carrying forward the legacy of innovative maze games. Bentley Bear's legacy didn't end with Crystal Castles. He appeared in educational programs like Bentley Bear's Magical Math for the Atari ST as a playable character in the Atari Cards game for the Atari Jaguar. In 2024, Atari announced a sequel titled Bentley Bear's Crystal Quest for the updated 7800 Plus console, bringing this beloved character back into the spotlight.
Can't get that open, dang it.
Check out some gameplay footage of Bentley Bear's Crystal Quest, played right here on my Atari 7800 Plus. You can also find a
This
great
is the pack-in game, T. McCloskey.
7800 Plus on Papa Brad's.
7800.
So be sure to check out that review.
Kind of reminds you of Mario.
Atari
Yeah, it does.
game also had a very cool cameo of Bentley Bear. So the modern Atari is doing a lot with Bentley Bear. And I really like what today's Atari is doing, releasing these retro consoles and just bringing back classic Atari icons.
This was actually a homebrew game, T. McCloskey, that somebody had made.
Oh, really?
It was so good that they released it. Yeah, as the pack-in game. It's really fun.
Neat.
Consider this more of like a platformer, similar in style to Super Mario Brothers.
Bentley Bear, he's making a comeback. Look out.
With the fireball.
Look out.
This is a really fun game. I haven't gone that far in it. I've only gotten up to about the third level, but I've been enjoying it. And this is a retro packing game that you get included with the 7800 Plus. It's originally a homebrew. Once again, I think the modern Atari is just making all the right choices. These are the kind of things that I wanted to see from Atari.
HDMI out is great for these easy use, you know?
Yeah.
And T. McCloskey, my joystick's all wireless too on this. It's all wireless.
Is it?
No more wires. Yeah.
What are you playing it on?
The Atari 7800 Plus.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I see it down there.
Mm-hmm.
Of the early 80s arcade games. Its unique design, engaging gameplay, and story behind its creation continue to captivate gamers and historians alike. Thanks for joining me on this journey through the history of Crystal Castles. If you have memories or a high score to share, drop them in the comments below. Don't
There you
forget to
go,
like,
T.
subscribe,
McCloskey.
and hit the notification bell
There you go.
for more
Crystal Castles, Carlo Game of the Week.
Uncle Brad.
Look good. Look at that cabinet down there.
Yeah, it is. It is pretty awesome.
Cabinet. There you go. Check out the rest of it on Pop Brad Gaming channel.
Awesome. Thanks, T.
Castles, 1983 Atari.
1983 classic.
Who doesn't know Crystal Castles?
Yeah, I think New Wave Toys is even making a Crystal Castles. They're making a tiny one, little replicade.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I'm tempted to buy one, but I don't need one of those anymore. But
Yeah, I don't know.
because that's such a beautiful looking cabinet.
It is. It's a great game.
It's a great game, great cabinet. I mean, even back in '83, I mean, you know, they had some great cabinet artwork out there, but this has got to be like one of the tops.
Yeah, the design was really cool.
Yeah, the design is really cool on that cabinet.
Yeah.
So go check it out if you want to see more on Pop Brad's channel. Got it live over there.
Yeah, I'll drop it. I'll drop it after the show.
All right.
I don't think it's live yet, but I'll turn it on.
Tim York's 2025, the year of the multicade. Unless I get a deal elsewhere, that's my next purchase. I think it's talking about the ALU. Nice. I enjoy mine.
Here. Multicades are awesome.
Comes stocked with a lot of good games, man. You got a lot of Atari 2600 games. You got a lot of arcade games in there stocked. So, I mean, unless you can add more.
Yeah. It's definitely friendly to putting your own games, bringing your own games. Plus, it comes with a bunch of great Atari games. There's a lot of good games on there. A lot of fun games.
Yeah, there are. A lot of
300 included games, right? And then you can bring your own.
Yep.
So quite a bit. I'm going to drop that video right now.
Yeah,
it is publish. Okay, the video's out. The Crystal Castles video's up on my channel now.
Okay. Awesome. We got a little Stern news out there.
Stern news. What's happening with Stern?
Stern's coming out the new pinball table machine tomorrow, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Dungeons and Dragons reveal on 1/3, which is tomorrow. I can't.
Thank you, Jason.
They got a little teaser trailer on here.
A little teaser trailer. Let's check that out.
I'm not sure I haven't checked it out, so I have no idea myself. Let's see.
Wizards of the Coast. Oh, it's a dragon. Dungeons and Dragons. The Tyrant's Eye.
Get ready to roll. Not much of a teaser trailer there, but
they didn't give us too much. But yeah, that is a icon of nerd culture, right? I mean, who doesn't love Dungeons and Dragons? I mean, that's a great IP.
Yep.
You know,
it goes back a long ways.
It's back a long way, man. That is cool.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what kind of artwork they have for it.
They did somebody did a Dungeons and Dragons, but it was a really long time ago. And there's a lot you could do with that property, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was a really long time ago when they did the Dungeons and Dragons. So it'll be interesting to see what Stern does with it.
I know. I can't wait to see it. Tomorrow at some point. We'll see it. So
Pro, Premium, and Limited Edition.
Yep, all three.
Man, I finally got a chance to play the premium version of Jaws, the most expensive version, because they had it at that Captain Crazy's arcade.
What'd you think of it?
Oh man, it's awesome. I love Jaws. It's fun. But you know that extra playfield, it is like so hard to get up there. It's like, you know, if I was buying a premium, it probably would not be the one I would get because like you can barely get up in that upper playfield. There's like a boat.
There's like a top play field, but it's so freaking hard to get in there. But I played a ton of that table. That table was fun.
Jason said the original Dungeons and Dragons 1987 Bali.
1987 Valley table.
Bali, yep. So there you go. It was a long time ago. 87, man.
Yeah. It seems like they could do the you know what they did on the table? The Jaws table was funny. You know the chum bucket?
Yeah.
They had swapped it out with the Kentucky Fried Chicken bucket. When you hit
No
the chum
way.
bucket, it was, I swear,
That's
like,
funny.
like they have the best pinball machines. This place was awesome. But it was all, it was not only you're playing the most expensive version of the table, you're playing it with mods. Very cool.
Did you get video of the KFC bucket?
I should have filmed it, man. Now I think about it, I
it.
thought that was one of the coolest things
That would
I've
have
ever
been a great
seen
short.
It would have been a great short. Next time, if I go back, I'll have to get it for sure. For sure.
Dang.
But Gregory's agreeing.
Funny.
Jaws is a great table. I love Jaws. It's becoming one of my favorites. I've now played it a bunch of times. I'm starting to really, I like that for a real world pinball. That's definitely a fun one. A modern pinball.
It is a modern, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Brooklyn Menace says, I got up there one time and got so excited the ball immediately came back. It is like that. Like it literally does not stay up there. So like, I feel like for the premiums, that's probably one, like, I don't know if I would go premium on Jaws because the extra play field it's you don't get into it much. And when you do, it's like, it's just so quick. You barely get up there.
Yeah.
But
Doc Mario asks, is it true JJP is releasing Harry Potter?
Jersey Jack Pinball. I'm not
I
sure.
wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because that's a huge IP too, right? I mean, that thing will sell hotcakes.
Yeah.
If they actually truly come out with that.
The Jersey Jacks are cool. They're really high end pinball though.
Yeah.
A lot of places don't even keep them on location because they're so expensive.
Yeah.
You know.
We think Stern's expensive.
You think, this is like that's a level above the highest Stern, right?
Yeah.
But they are cool.
They do some neat things though. They definitely
do some. They have the really big screens too on the back glass.
I mean, Harry Potter would be an awesome one if they got that.
Harry Potter would be a good one.
Yeah, if they got that, man. Kudos, and they'll do a great job on it if they did. But I haven't heard if they did or not. But have you heard anything about that?
I haven't heard anything about that, but that would be cool.
Gregory says I put it on the boat like 3 times and didn't even know it until it was too late. That sounds like something I would do. Got on the boat. Ah, damn, it's too late.
Yeah. The boat mechanic is the extra play field is very tough. Very tough.
All right. It's that time, Pop Brad.
Yeah.
Got some Arcade Wars.
Arcade Wars is returning. All right. Let's go for it.
This will be our 4th week?
4th week in a row?
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, we did do it last week, but
yeah.
We just did that special show. But yep, time for Arcade Wars.
Welcome to Arcade Wars.
That's right. Arcade Wars is back.
Woo! She blowing up good. She blowing up. All right. Real good. yeah. I like that part a lot.
2 games enter, but only 1 game survives, Team McCloskey.
One comes out.
Only one comes out of this alive.
All right.
We've had some tough choices to make. We've had some tough choices in previous weeks. So
all right, I'm still using that same list.
Okay.
This is number 5 on the list, I think. The challenger for Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong is a champ right now. You got a new challenger.
Donkey Kong's a reigning champion. Donkey Kong, reigning champion.
Reigning champion. Still. I don't know if they still have that. I should have did this earlier. Hold on. Guess I don't have that.
Greggy wants to know if anyone is up for some walkabout golf.
Darn it. Anyways, the challenger this week is going to be Dig Dug.
Dig Dug.
from 1982. Namco.
Dig Dug versus Donkey Kong.
There is Dig Dug. There's a side art. Beautiful looking cab.
It's a cool looking cab.
There's the front. Nice bezel.
Some gameplay.
Iconic sounds.
Iconic. The music only plays when you're moving.
I should have had this up on my
Yeah, you have this in your one of your multicades.
Pac-Man
The
there.
arcade went up. I had this one. Doc Maury says, "Oh no, I love Dig Dug. You got to vote for Dig Dug if you want to keep it around. You got to vote for it."
Yep, good vote. It's a beautiful looking cabinet.
It is a beautiful looking cabinet.
It's going up against Donkey Kong.
And the game was made by Namco, but it was produced by Atari, wasn't it? On
Yes.
Dig Dug. So it was actually the game was developed by Namco, but the arcades were made by Atari. It's one of the cool crossover things with that cabinet.
Things you used to do back then, right?
Yeah, it's like you probably won't see that today, you know.
Nope.
Two giant companies collaborating like that, but back in the day with video arcades, it's like Bally Midway, right?
Yep.
Versus
Thank
Donkey Kong, man, this is an iconic cabinet.
Thank you, Ray. Mr. Do is better. Yes.
This is the
Here's your iconic Donkey Kong, but Dig Dug's iconic too, right?
yeah. Donkey Kong always. I like the way they did that sunken in monitor where you kind of look into the machine.
Yeah. I do like that. There's Dig Dug. I was trying to pull these up together.
Tough call. You can put them side by side. Then we'll vote.
Oh, of course, stopped at black.
So you get it? Carlos says Dig Dug's a better looking cab. Okay. Two icons. Doc Mario's conflicted. He can't decide. Jason saying Diggy Kong. Jason's combining both of them. Diggy Kong.
Put that pull up. Let's see.
I think that Glenn's arcade that he's making, there'll be a kit where you can make it look like one of these, but you'll have to buy some additional pieces and you'll have to get art.
Oh, you have to get your own art?
You have to get your own art, and it's not going to be cheap to do the art. But it's cool that he's having that option.
Yeah, it is cool.
Yeah. Ojib says Donkey Dug. It's Donkey Dug.
Okay, start the pull. Pull is up. You guys all combined into two.
They're mixing it up, man. They're mixing it up.
Donkey Dug. I like Donkey Dug better. Nintendo always had a particular look.
Donkey Kong has really had some legs. It's been a survivor, hasn't it?
Yep. Jason said one side Dig Dug versus Food Fight versus Kangaroo versus Crystal Castles. A tag team match.
Tag team match.
Food Fight, man. Now that's a
Food Fight is a cool, especially the one with the banana.
I know. Dude, the first time I ever seen Food Fight at an arcade, man, I was like, what the hell is that over there? It's like a beacon
Charlie
of light.
Chuck, yeah.
I was like, what is that cabinet? That's something new. I go over there, like, look at this awesome looking cabinet. Play the game it was so fun to play. Oh, Food Fight.
Yeah, Dig Dug. It's such a crazy idea. How did they come up with an idea of a guy with a bicycle pump? I mean, the whole premise of the game is just bizarre with the digging and the rocks and the
bicycle pump, man.
What are they called? The pukas, those little things that chase you, and the dragon. Fubar or something. I don't know.
Somebody who makes you wonder if they saw him like in
The
a
Rygar and
Disney
Fugar.
book
What
or-
are the names of the characters? The names are even crazy in Dig Dug.
yeah, did they come from Japanese somewhere?
It must have came from something. I don't know, or they just came up with those crazy names. But to me, Dig Dug always looked like it kind of had a big head. Though, look at the way the top of it's real big.
Yeah. You know, it's almost the same cabinet as Food Fight. Just with a little different. I mean, it's a little bit of different design, but you got like the bump out here, like Dig Dug has, and then it has a big head.
Yeah, I like the way on the Food Fight, like Burger Time, it's actually shaped to the art though. Like you look the way it's
Yeah.
cut. Like Burger Time does that too with the chef's hat.
Yeah.
But the actual shape of the cabinet is cut to the art, which I always thought was super cool.
Yeah. But Dig Dug and this looks similar, except for the
Yeah.
like you said, the pie shape. But if you take the pie shape away, I think it's the same. It might be the same cabinet design.
It is similar, isn't it?
Yep. Even the cutout down here, you have
Yeah.
like a little
I
piece
like
here.
the art on Food Fight better though. For sure.
Yeah, dude, it's like first time I ever saw that, man. Food Fight, I was like, man, that's so cool looking. And of course, under the black lights, it really glowed.
Mm-hmm.
I think even this one here glows on my black lights. Can't quite tell because I got my light on, but yeah, who came up with that? Dig Dug, right?
It's a bizarre idea.
There were spin-offs. Did you know that? Mr. Driller?
Mr. Driller is fun. That is a good game. I played that one.
That's a spin-off of Dig Dug.
Yeah, they had a really great version of it for the Dreamcast that I used to love playing. I don't know if it's the arcade version or if it's its own thing, but they have a Mr. Driller for the Dreamcast. It's a blast.
Dig Dug was planned with help from Galaga creator. How about that? I was trying to see what the characters' names were. Oh yeah, Pukas. Pukas, dragons. That's oh yeah,
Fygar? Is it Fygar?
Yeah,
Fygars and Pukas and like yeah,
fire
it's
breathing
crazy.
dragon. Yep. Pukas.
That dragon is tough because he has the flames that get you. In the
I know.
Yeah,
Because
he can basically shoot out like across the whole like a big row almost.
yeah, it's a big area.
And you get more points the deeper you dig. Did you know that? Like when you dig lower, it's worth more points. It's a cool game.
And it was actually one of the best Atari 2600 games that look pretty damn close to the original.
Yeah, the graphics on it are really good for a 2600. How they got that? How they pulled that off with the 2600 card? It's amazing.
It's one of my most played
One of your
games.
favorites. Yeah.
2600 ad, and I would always go down to the bottom as much as I could. I would always go all the way to the bottom, man.
Yeah.
Did the trench and then wait for him to come down there.
Puka-san.
Mr. Dew's Castle. Puka-san. Japanese, so you need to address him as Puka-san. Puka-san.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Dew's Castle is pretty fun.
What do you have on your multicade? Is that Major Havoc?
Yep.
Oh, I love Major Havoc. That's a great game. That's a great Atari classic game.
Yep.
Is that a pack-in game on that arcade as well? Is that in there? Or is that yeah. Cool.
Yep. You can
Major
almost
Havoc's good.
Obviously
That'd be a good game to. Did we do that one already as our Arcade Talk game of the week? I think we might have.
We might have. We've done a lot of
yeah, I know we've done a lot of Atari.
Vectors and all that.
Mm-hmm. That was a good game though. 50-50. We're at a deadlock, Team McCloskey. Dig Dug and Donkey Kong are tied.
21 votes.
Wow.
22 votes. Dig Dug's starting to pull away. Oh, no.
Dig Dug's pulling away.
That's 52-48. 54-46. I mean, if you look at design wise, Dig Dug is a better looking cabinet. It has more details to it, you know, more artwork on it. Yeah, it ain't it funny. You know, a lot of elements on Dig Dug are on Food Fight, like down on the bottom art. See, you have the multicolor lines down there on the outside of the.
So similar, a lot of similarities, huh?
Yeah, and Dig Dug has the same lines. I think they're a little different colors. This one's red and yellow. They have what, pink and yellow. I never noticed that. There has some similarities. I think I do believe this. To me, it looks like it's the same cabinet. Because even the control deck looks the same. Hey, who put some gum underneath there? Somebody put some gum under my control deck.
Chewing gum on there.
Who did that, Pop Brad?
What kind of hoodlums are in that arcade putting that gum on that beautiful Food Fight machine?
Man.
Oh
Yeah,
my
you kidding
goodness.
me? I got to scrape. I got to scrape the control deck.
You gotta scrape that off, man. You need to get Ricky. Ricky, the arcade guy, needs to come in there and clean that off. You gotta get Ricky to come clean that gum off. Ricky's slacking, T. McCloskey.
Dang, Ricky, man. I have to get at him. It's like, dude, you missed his gum again. These pesky kids, they keep putting bubble gums on my control deck. Step said Donkey Kong is not the best looking Nintendo cab. That would go to art type or Castlevania. Yeah, Castlevania.
Castlevania, I always liked a lot. Yeah.
Good looking cabinet.
Yeah, Castlevania is a great cabinet.
Jason said 6139. Caro said, wow, that's a comeback.
I think Steps has a show on tomorrow, I think. What time's your show?
Oh, yeah,
Steps?
Friday. Yeah, Fridays.
You don't, I thought I saw a thumbnail went up for a show.
6 p.m. or 7 p.m.?
I think it's during the day.
Duck Mario.
Definitely want to catch it if I can.
Dig Dug just took Pennsylvania and Georgia. Call it.
Oh no, at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock.
See, I told you it was 6 or 7.
6 o'clock. She's doing a show. Okay, awesome. We'll have to tune in for that tomorrow night.
Original OG art type was in a Nintendo cab. No, so it's at 7 p.m. Eastern. No, it's 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern.
6 p.m. Central. Yeah, Central time. That's my time.
Yeah, 7 Eastern. Okay, you want to call it Pop Bread?
I don't think
Donkey Kong winning. Dig Dug is 62%, Donkey Kong 38%.
That is a shocker. I mean, we have an upset, T. McCloskey.
We got an upset, Pop Brad. Now 63-37.
We have an upset. We have an upset. I thought Donkey Kong was going to never be out of here.
Me either. But
Team
I agree.
We got to make sure we blow up the right one this time too. Make sure we if we're going to blow it up, it's got to go on Donkey Kong.
30 votes too, man. We had 30 votes. Thanks to everybody for voting. You can hear that?
Kong's going down.
There it is. There's the results.
It's official. Look at that.
Here's our winner, guys. Dig Dug.
Dig Dug will be the next one to survive.
Doc Mario says the early polls were wrong. Look at that. Even the control deck looks awesome.
It does look. I like that cabinet. It's very colorful.
Yep. And it goes with the colors of the game.
Yeah, it does. It's all coordinated good.
Look at that fire.
I know. He'll get you. He'll get you every time, too. He's the one. He's the most dangerous element, I think.
Yeah, especially the further you go.
Yeah, this game gets crazy with the bonuses on the fruit, too. It gets really high. The vegetables and fruit in the middle.
Yep. Woo! Dig Dug, you are the winner.
Okay, Team McCloskey, time for the executioner.
Executioner, here we come.
Oh!
No, Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong. Oh, such a classic.
Woo! Woo! She blowing up good. She blowing up. All right. Real good. yeah, I like that part a lot.
Woo! She blew up real good. Pop pad, real
Woo,
good.
blew up real good.
I like that part a lot.
Real good.
Dig
That
Dug
was-
takes out Donkey Kong.
Man, this was an action-packed show. We had AtGames. We totally disagreed on Sea of Thieves. We had Crystal Castles. We got to have Donkey Kong versus Dig Dug. It was an exciting show, T. McCloskey.
See a little bit of Stern, Dungeons and Dragons,
I
even.
get a little eyeful, not too much, but I'm sure they'll reveal it soon.
I don't know. Our tournament is Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars. That's our tournament this week. Goes to next Wednesday. Hope you guys can check that out. But I found this little when I was putting the video together. I found this cabinet,
Oh, okay. Let's check that out.
which is a rare thing that people probably have never seen.
Oh, I've
Look at
never seen that. Look at that. That
Empire Strikes Back.
that Darth Vader is psychedelic. Look at the lines coming off of him, man.
I know.
Look at that. It's got one of those infinity mirrors like Black Hole, too. Look at that, where you look and it goes on forever.
Yep.
One of those infinity effects. That is cool. I've never seen that table. That is pretty cool. That's got to be super rare.
Oh, I see X-wing in here.
Look at that. That is pretty neat.
Not sure what this is. It's kind of not the greatest image. You'll probably never see one of these because guess who made this?
I don't know.
It is The Empire Strikes Back is a physical pinball table produced by Hankin Manufacturing. It was released in 1980 exclusively in Australia.
Australia.
And it is believed to be the very first Star Wars licensed pinball game ever.
Oh, interesting. So the first Star Wars licensed pinball was an Australian game.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. That's why we never saw it, because
Yeah.
we're not in Australia.
Ain't that neat? I mean,
That is pretty cool.
I saw that when trying to put my video clip together and stuff, and that
I mean,
popped up.
those
What the hell is
lines
this?
coming off of Darth Vader. I mean, it's just like it's psychedelic, right? Very
Yeah.
cool. The artwork is very interesting.
Then you got the red on the back glass going around his helmet and around his head.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I
a
like
pretty
it.
neat cap.
Darth Vader's a star,
Yep.
I'm a fan of
wish it
that. A fan of that.
I should look see if I could find some gameplay of it. I didn't think of that, but I just thought the cabinet was kind of cool.
Yeah, it is cool. That is cool.
So I just want to throw that out there. I don't know. You got anything else?
That's it. Did you want to put up the room code for Empire Strikes Back?
Yeah, I
Give
could
a slide for that.
play the little clip, just the first part of us.
Yeah, don't play copyright claims, so don't play the whole thing.
T. McCluskey.
I'll just mute it.
Okay.
Papa
Yeah,
Brad
just mute the sound because the sound's what claims.
Part of Arcade Talk Show presents Zen Studios Pinball Tournament. This week's table is
We would be honored if you would
Pause.
join us.
There it is.
Star Wars pinball.
Star
This
Wars
pack
pinball.
it was on sale, but I don't think it's on sale anymore.
Yeah, this one's coming to AtGames too, so this will be a fun one to practice for when it comes to AtGames.
You can practice this week on our Arcade Talk
Now we got
tournament.
the tournament going on. You can play on any of the consoles except for Switch,
Yep.
PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox.
Steam,
It's multi.
Epic Games. It's a fun table. I've only gotten into it a little bit so far, but
It is fun. It is fun. I like when the Stormtrooper pops out of that center part, and I like when Darth Vader comes out. I didn't get this mode yet with the walker.
here it is.
I need to get to the mode with the walker. I need to play some more. The Cloud City, Yoda training Luke. Get a lot of call outs to the movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's really goes with you have like 6 different scenes.
Mhm.
You cover the whole movie basically.
Yeah,
Even
Ojib
one
says
is
it's really cool in VR.
Oh, I bet. Okay, there it is. There's Tournament code 4V6.
4V6W.
Oh, I thought I paused that.
4V6W. Yeah, come join us. Come play some Empire Strikes Back and Pinball Effects.
There it is. I even got this is the Empire Strikes Back movie trailer.
The movie poster. That looks great.
Yeah. So iconic. I mean, I still remember when I was a kid seeing this at the movie theater before you first walk in on the outside.
Look at Boba Fett down there, all mysterious. They got Lando. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, R2. They pretty much got everybody.
They got everybody. Yeah, that's a pretty good looking poster.
Yeah, I remember that.
Han Solo, Princess Leia,
Luke.
Yeah.
Hoth. What are those things called? Tauntauns.
the Tauntaun. Yeah,
I still have my
That's a cool
Tauntaun.
poster.
I have my Tauntaun still.
You have a Star Wars action figure. You have the Tauntaun for it.
Yep.
That's cool.
I got Luke from Hoth, and there's like a hole inside it. You stick down.
It sits in there. That's cool.
Yeah, his feet. It sits down in there.
Those things are crazy looking.
If I can find it, man, next show I'll show it.
Okay, that'd be cool.
It's in one of my boxes that I haven't unpacked.
Yeah, no Yoda. Yoda didn't make the poster. Doc Mario did find a character that's not on there. No Yoda.
Yeah, he is not on there. I think this is Darth Vader over here.
Yeah, it's like Darth Vader's helmet, kind of.
Yeah, Yoda did not make it, did he?
Didn't make the cut.
Guess they're keeping him secret. They want people to see him.
Probably, yeah. They want him to be surprised
Yeah.
because that
So
was
come
the
join
movie
her.
poster.
Come join our tournament, guys. It'll be a lot of fun. They said it's going until January 8th, which is next Wednesday. So put a score in, and we'll be talking about it next week on our live stream.
Yeah, we'll announce all the players and the winners.
Yep.
It's gonna be fun.
It's a fun table.
It is a fun table. Dude,
Doing
your
this
ball travels down a lightsaber into the lanes.
I know, ain't that cool?
It actually does a lightsaber, and the ball rolls across the lightsaber. It's very cool.
It is really cool.
Very cool.
And the three bumpers are droid heads, which is pretty cool, I think.
Yeah. If you like Star Wars, you can't help but like this table. It's got a lot of nostalgia, a lot of callbacks to the Star Wars, the original trilogy.
It's cool too, because if you go through the scenes, which are your modes, if you go in order 1 through 6, it follows the storyline from Empire Strikes Back movie. Like the first scene 1 is Hoth, so it actually goes in order. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is cool. I like the way they did that. It's well themed.
I mean, you got the whole movie pretty much in this,
Yeah.
Bats and stormtroopers, and I mean, they have everybody in there.
It's not like Return of the Jedi where they skipped an entire section of the movie for some reason.
Poor Princess Leia.
Yeah, poor Princess Leia disrespected
Slayer.
like that.
Slayer.
Hut Slayer removed from the game completely, as if it didn't exist.
What are you doing? Jeez. Can't believe they did that.
Vader 640 says, "We would love for you to join us."
Yeah, that was a pretty good sale. It ended. You can get both FX and FX3, the 3-pack, and it was only $3.48. And you get both the FX and FX3 version. I think right now you get both that bundle for $10. I think it is right now.
Yeah, Ray De La Torre knows Han shot first. He knows. He knows the truth.
I think it was Greedo. Greedo's getting too nasty, man. He saw that finger going on that trigger, and Greedo, so he's like, "I'm shooting first, sucker. You had your finger on that trigger. You're going down, Greedo. You're going down, suckers."
Greedo took one.
Well, he shouldn't
Got taken out.
Shouldn't have put his finger on that trigger. That was a great scene.
That was a great scene.
All right, you got anything else, Pop Brad? I got nothing else.
That's it. Check out my Crystal Castles video on my channel. I also have a great arcade tour. If you want to check out a really cool arcade, I got Captain Crazy's Paradise. Really cool place. Check it out. It's a fun video.
Pinball? They got a lot of pinball machines.
Pinball and arcade games. Check it out. That's about it, T. McCloskey.
That's all I got. Hope everybody has a great Friday and great weekend.
Everyone, I hope had a happy new year. We appreciate you watching.
Always appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for hanging out with us. Really appreciate it. Hopefully see you guys next week. Next Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern. Arcade Talk.
That's right. We'll be on again.
Have a great weekend, everyone.
Stay legit.
Peace out.
T. McCluskey presents Arcade Talk live stream. It's time for Carl Emo the Week. Welcome to Arcade Wars.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming tonight. We're gonna do the Arcade Talk show. Yeah, that's right here. The Arcade Talk show. That's right, we're gonna do it tonight. Come on, people, let's do it. Let's do the show. What show is that? That's the Arcade Talk show. Yeah, who's on tonight, you ask? You know who it is. P. McCluskey. And who else? You know who it is. Papa.